Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to jump right in and do my plan with me video for the week of March 1st through the 7th. In the previous video that I recorded before this, I was in my craft room and I was trying to record, but it was a little difficult because the audio wasn't that great and the visual and whatnot. So I thought, let me go upstairs into my bedroom and kind of threw this table together. It's right by my window. It's my first time filming here, so I hope this is a little bit better. It's a better quality. I was having trouble seeing in the craft room, and also my middle daughter was behind me doing her classwork, so I had to kind of pause in between. And of course my husband was in the other room in a conference call, so it was a little bit of a juggling act. So I decided, let me just try to record this and film this in my bedroom and see if this is a little bit of a better situation for me. So far the lighting is amazing. It's the one right by my window. I have a bedroom window here, so I thought this was perfect. Hopefully you like it as well. So let me know how you like the quality of this video so far. I am still working on trying to get back into the swing of things and sharing with you a video on planning and whatnot. I am going to be, as I stated in a previous video, I am going to be sharing a small life update, nothing major, but I know that it's been a really long time since I've been able to film, and it feels really, really good to get back in here, be behind the camera, and just get to be creative and share with you guys some tips and tricks. So hopefully you guys are excited as I am, and let's get started. So I decided I was talking to my middle daughter, and I decided to do a Cinderella theme. I have a couple of these little stickers that I got from some sort of a clearance at Michael's. It came with some washi tape, and although I'm not using the washi tape, I'm going to just be using a couple of these little stickers here. This is also from the Dollar Tree a really, really long time ago. I would say about 2-3 years ago I bought this from the Dollar Tree, and this is going to be my first time using this. And I also printed out this sheet of paper here, and I decided to do a Cinderella theme. As you can see, this is something that I think I've done a thing before, but I can't remember. It's been a while, so I thought I'd rehash a Cinderella theme, and this is the theme we're going to be going with this week. And I also have this sticker sheet that was from a while back, so I thought I'd just use whatever I had left of this. I'm going to be using these little birds here that kind of go with the color scheme of the Cinderella that I'm using right now. So you're going to hear a little bit of pitter patter behind me. It's Oakley. He's coming in to check on me. So he's a heavy-footed dog, but I'm just going to film right through. My battery's dying, unfortunately, so I'm going to try to film as much as I can. So I'm just going to cut through this sheet here. I have my handy dandy scissors here, so I'm just going to cut this. And oh, I almost forgot, I also have these washi tapes here. I thought they were really pretty, and it kind of goes with the theme that I'm going through for, like a baby blue color. And my daughter was helpful in picking out these colors. She is an art major, and she thought these would be fun colors to use with the limited amount of things that I have here. So I'm just going to start cutting through and just kind of figuring out where everything's going to be laid out, and then just kind of chit chat with you as I do this. So unfortunately my camera's batteries both died, and now I'm using my vlogging camera. Like I mentioned earlier, I have 2 batteries for my Canon E5-1, I forgot, but it's this camera here. I'll show you really quickly. I only have 2 batteries, and unfortunately the batteries for this camera died, and one I had accidentally dropped, like I said earlier, and it doesn't hold the full charge, and I didn't know which was which, and unfortunately they're both dead, so I have to now charge them. So I switched over to my Canon, I believe it's like I said, the G7X Mark II, my vlogging camera. I've only had this camera for a couple months, and I am going to be using it for vlogging in the future for this channel. So what better than to just get started and using it for a playing with me video. So the layout might be a little bit different, and that's because I haven't really finessed this one yet as far as the lighting. I'm still working on the other one, learning the other one, but now I'm just going to cut this and kind of position it where I want it to go. So like I mentioned before, these are some of the stickers that I'm going to be using, and I'm sorry, washi tape that I'll be using. This one says enjoy every moment. This one says life is beautiful, life is good, life is wonderful. And this is just a really pretty shimmery washi. And this was just a blue striped washi. Well, looks like I ran out of this washi tape, so I'm not going to be using it for the next page, which is very unfortunate because I was hoping to have enough to do both pages. So now I'm going to have to figure something else out. This just happens to be the type of luck I've had today, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is just do a pattern of every other. So I'll just put this one here. Although it's a little bit shorter than I'd hoped, I'm just going to deal with what I got. Hopefully this washi tape will also be able to stick. As you see, I ran out of the tackiness of this. I'm just going to kind of play around with it and see what I can do. I might even like turn it over this way, have it start from this corner. Oops, wrong. And then just kind of like line it up this way and make do with what I got. Just using wood glue. Sorry for being so out of breath. I had to run all the way downstairs to my family room. It also works as my office / laundry room. So I can either have this go across everywhere, or, which is most likely what I'm going to do, or I can have this kind of be in the center. But it's a little too wide, so I'm thinking of actually just sticking with my original thought, which is use this one. So this is a little bit like riding a bike. I haven't filmed a Plan With Me video in about a year, and there's a lot of errors and trials that is happening today. But I'm going to continue just videotaping what I'm doing so far, so you can see that not everything's always going to come out as planned. Yes, pun intended. But I'm just going to just keep on moving forward with what I'm doing right now. And it's a lesson learned for the next time I film to be a little bit more prepared. Although I thought I was, I honestly wasn't, I guess. So as you can see here, I have my washi tape down. I'm just going to move on and kind of grab onto these here. All I did, by the way, is just went onto Google and I just typed in Cinderella and transparent background or Cinderella PNG, and I found these, and then I just downloaded them onto my computer, put them on a Word document and printed them out and cut them as you saw. So now it's just a matter of placing where I want everything to go, kind of making sense of it all. No true rhyme or reason with everything. It's just one of those, like, where should I put it? Like, I'm thinking of having Cinderella here and then kind of bringing this Cinderella here, maybe a little higher to cover up that little missing spot there, so she can kind of overlay here, and then this one can kind of sit possibly here, maybe mirror them. Yeah, I like that idea. Then I'm going to bring a little bit of pink down this way and maybe have Jacques. I believe that was his name. I forget sometimes the characters' names. I believe his name is Jacques, but I forget. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know the name of the characters, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I think this is how I'm going to kind of play around with everything. I don't know if I'm going to use this one. I might save it for another plan with me, so I might kind of remove some of these characters. Maybe it's a little bit too much. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of them all, but maybe swap it. No, I don't want blue on blue. Yeah, I'm just going to save this one for another plan with me video that I might do in the future. Now that I have everything laid out, before I stick this down, I also wanted to remind myself that I do have this sheet here with the little birds that kind of go with what's going on, so I might add a couple of birds throughout just to kind of have that theme going. I don't know about what I'm going to use from this here. Maybe possibly use some of these arrows as well, just to break up the eye a little bit. I think that is what I'm going to do. Now I know that Ava, my youngest, has a doctor's appointment this week, so I am going to be putting that in. And I'm going to be using the baby blue color because it just goes with the color scheme here. I'm going to be adding my to-dos for this week, and I'm probably going to put it down here just so I don't have to worry about up there. Actually, probably going to use it as a bullet point. You know what? I'll put this one back. And I'm probably going to use the one with actual bullet points in them. I'm going to use probably this navy blue here because it's the only one that kind of goes with the color scheme, and it's blue. Yeah, I'll put that here. Now I'm just going to add this onto my planner, and later on I'm going to pencil in everything that I need to do for the week. I just want to share with you how I'm decorating it. Because of COVID, there's not too much to plan. I know I have Ava's doctor's appointment this week, like I'd already mentioned, and we've had several doctor appointments in the past couple weeks, dental appointments and whatnot, that I did not film, but I just wanted to kind of refresh myself and kind of go in here. I do like the way this came out. I think it's very, very pretty. I would love to add a little bit more color to it. It just feels like it's just the prints and that's it, but being that this is kind of like a refresher for me, I thought this came out excellent for my first time filming again. So like I said, I'm just going to grab my planner and pop these back in. I'm going to go over what other appointments or other things that need to be put in, but I'm not going to film that part. So let me just pop these back into my planner. I am loving the theme of the Cinderella. I think I'm going to continue that theme for next week and just focus on a different character and possibly do that for the entire month. Maybe every week focus on a different character. As you can see, this week I focused on Cinderella and her little mice friends. So maybe next week's planner I can do something else, still focusing on Cinderella, kind of make the whole month the theme of Cinderella. I think that would be very, very fun to do. I am also thinking of kind of like adding a little more color, a little more detail to the page, but still have enough writing space in case I have anything to do for those weeks. Unfortunately, because of COVID, a lot of the after-school activities have been canceled, and a lot of activities that have been going on, like Ava's violin lessons, are virtual, so it doesn't necessarily mean I have to write it down because it's kind of taking care of itself. But I mean, I can definitely plan it in the future and just have when her lessons are happening, and as well as other things. But for the most part, I think this is it for this video. I am going to end it here. Okay guys, so that being said, I hope you like this video. And if you do, I hope you give it a thumbs up. If you have any recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully this brought a little bit of inspiration to you and kind of motivated you. It definitely did motivate me. I'm kind of excited to get on with the next video and kind of film another one doing a different character. So that being said, I'm just going to stop it here before I keep rambling on. I hope you liked this video. Please make sure to leave me a thumbs up. Make sure to come back next week when I film another video and share it with you guys. Until next time, guys, I hope you all continue to stay safe, be careful, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. Bye.